You have collaborated with Bear in the past, at least on the score for Brains of Power season 2.
Yes.
Have you worked together before then, and what brought you together?
Well, we became friends living in Los Angeles. I think we met at some award ceremony, some fabulous event, involving, the creme de la creme, and he just. I don't know. I think we gravitated towards each other because we're both quite odd. We're kind of unlike the usual fare one has in Los Angeles. So, and we immediately started talking about music, and then we had some lovely dinners together. And at first, he was making this album, Singularity, and he told me about it. It sounded like this grand, expansive journey that I'm used to doing as well musically. I'm a big opera fan. I love Judy Garland. I love Kurt Weill, all sorts of different things, like a real variety. So he invited me to sing a heavy metal song, which I've never ever had the privilege, I should say, of attempting, because I have to be so classy or whatever. So finally we went in the studio, and it was just fun to use my voice in a different way, and really and I'm very happy that I hit the notes because they were pretty high and scary. So yeah.
That's that. So like heavy metal, I'm a big heavy metal fan.
Yes.
So that's so fascinating to hear that you were able to kind of do that range and be able to try something new.
Yes.
So is there anything else that you would want to try
Yeah,
that maybe you haven't already tried?
Well, I'm a huge opera fan, and I've actually written a couple of operas. But the reason I'm saying that is because I found it helpful in my how I cornered this song, because you have to bring a sense of drama, a sense of power, a sense of vocal prowess. So that's that. I'm now writing musicals and so forth. I also just composed a Requiem Mass, which is kind of heavy metal. I mean, it's it's got, I think that we can all agree on that. So, and that's called the Dream Requiem, and I would like to basically just keep my voice going, and it hasn't failed me yet. So yeah, I guess take good care of myself. Try it out.
All right. Well, going with the theme of
Yes.
this project,
Yeah.
what lessons do you think loss can teach us?
What
lessons?
Loss? Well, sadly, I'm now 51 years old, and I've experienced, quite a bit of loss. My mother passed away when she was only 63, which is very young, and yeah, it's starting. Certain friends from older generations are starting to disappear. And look, I think the main lesson for me is that time is precious, and you really have to take advantage of the now, of the present, and not worry about what the consequences are. I mean, unless you're doing something horrifying, but really to just enjoy the moment. And I also, we have a 13-year-old daughter, and I was just telling my dad, I had lunch with my dad, breakfast, and I said, it's just so crazy. She's 13. Soon I will be an empty nester, which is so weird to think about it, and frightening how quickly it happens. So just take advantage of it now. So.
In the process of working on this, you mentioned singing heavy metal, not something you've done before, so this is obviously not like a challenge, but this is something new and different. But was there something in this process that was just so smooth for you, like surprisingly so?
Yeah.
Like how smoothly it came
Well,
together?
I will say Bear is one of the sweetest, most accommodating, he really knows how to encourage all the people around him to do their best, and he's also, I don't know, he's kind of, I find him kind of attractive too. he's kind of he has a very kind of glamorous, swagger to him, with the hair and and then the smile and I think he's Armenian descent, so he's got this kind of that sort of that vibe. So it was all, he made it very, very easy and very, very pleasant, and. So yeah, and I was a little concerned because as I said before, like vocally, I wasn't sure if I could pull it off, but I did, and then it is because of his just general support, which is nice. the best part.
Now that you've helped him bring his vision to life, is there something you would love to have him come help you bring to life?
Well,
Favor for a favor?
that's not bad. That's actually a good point. I mean, I as I've mentioned before, I'm a big opera fan, and of course, the original Ring is Wagnerian. With the Norse gods and so forth. So I do. I still am in that realm, and definitely some kind of, dramatic, mystical, enchanted. Blockbuster project would be lovely to be a part of, and maybe hopefully there'll be something like that in the future that maybe I bring to the table.
I feel very lucky to be speaking with you today because I've had your voice in my head for like my whole life.
Thank you.
My favorite rendition of Hallelujah.
Oh, thank you.
Last summer was all about the loneliest time for me.
Oh, yeah.
Now Type 3 I've been listening to over and over again. So these are all disparate things. These span genres. What to you makes a project something that you feel like you got to get on, you got to be involved in?
Right. Well, I have found that all of these big decisions are kind of decisions that the universe has already decided, in the sense that you obviously you're interested in doing something, but then everybody around you is also interested, and then finally like the calendars match up and the weather is good, and suddenly you're doing it. Like everything that I've done that's successful is has a spark to it and I'm someone who does believe in destiny and to kind of larger forces at work. So I think you just have to let it. If it's really arduous to do and it's unpleasant and you have to fight the whole time, then you shouldn't really be doing it. So not that it has to be great all the time and you don't struggle, but there has to be some sort of momentum that everybody's riding on. So yeah.